Hey, and welcome to your Libra horoscopes for the week of January 13th through 20th. And there is no planets in Libra this week. In fact, we're still in between focuses. So there's really nothing specific to focus on this week. It's kind of like taking a little mini vacation, if that makes sense. But we are moving into focus on your day-to-day schedule. And this is actually a really good time to check that, to look into what you want to get accomplished, what you need to get accomplished, to make sure that your schedule has room for everything that you want to get done. And in terms of scheduling, it's actually so important. I'm an Aquarius. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants, see where the wind takes me kind of girl. And that's just not productive at all. I don't get very much done when I am in that mindset. So I have a schedule now and I utilize it. Every little thing goes on that schedule to keep me on track and make sure that everything that I need to get done gets done. And for a lot of us, we really need that. I think Libra is just a little bit more structured than Aquarius, which is good for you guys. But intellectuals always fall into the problem of getting easily distracted. It's true, even Libras. Part of that easily distracted is we tend to not want to do the things that are required, that are boring. We want to do the fun stuff. And so we can really stay focused on the things that we want to do. But it is harder to keep yourself focused on the things that need to get done. So I feel like this week really is a good time to just really do a self-evaluation in terms of how much you do get done, how many things you have accomplished on your list of things that need to get done, to see kind of where you're at with that. I think a lot of times we don't like to find out what we're doing that's not good for us, that's bad in some way, or it's unproductive or unmotivating, et cetera, et cetera. But it's really important for us to take the time to focus on those things because if we don't identify them, we can't fix them. And if we don't fix them, we wind up staying in the same, it's kind of like quicksand or a dog chasing his tail. Either way, you're not going anywhere. You're just sitting in one spot constantly, reliving the same quote unquote disaster over and over and over again. You want to take yourself out of the disaster and find a way to where you can get everything done, where it doesn't feel like a disaster, or it doesn't feel like you're constantly working either. I'm married to a Libra, and in terms of what he does for a living, this man is, I either never see him because he's always working or he has nothing to do. There is no in between there. It's just, I get a couple of months where there's really not a whole lot, and the rest of the time it's go, 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 go. And a lot of the other things that he needs to get done just sort of slip through the cracks, especially if I'm not available to do them for to help out with that. I'm not saying that he needs somebody to do anything for him because it's not the case. But if I'm not available to help him get those things done or to stay on top of making sure those things get done, they just don't because he's so busy, 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 busy. So this is a really good time, I think. We're still at the beginning of the year. We're not in a Mercury retrograde anymore. I mean, basically, you have all this sort of open space and time to really take a look at your schedule, decide what is still beneficial and what should stay, let go of the things that aren't really serving you in the way that you would like them to currently right now, and really just make sure that your time is allocated to the things that are really important. And of course, making sure that part of that time is rest time and time for you, because that's also really important. And it's a really important thing that Libras, I think, don't give themselves enough of, if that makes sense. So, and because when you don't give yourself enough, you wind up taking it when you're exhausted, when you should be doing something else. So having that space in your schedule is also really important. And not just having that space in your schedule, but being diligent about it. Just because somebody needs something all of a sudden doesn't mean that you have to rearrange your schedule for them. Take it on a case by case basis. Obviously, if it's something that has to happen, that's fine. But if this is one of those situations where it's just somebody who's constantly coming to you because it's the easy option for them, and you want to definitely lay down some boundaries on that. So that's what I have for you guys this week. Easy peasy. Probably the easiest horoscope for all the horoscopes all week long, which is awesome. If you love your horoscopes, do consider sending a tip or donation to my coffee link, which is below this video. I appreciate all the coffee love. Thank you so much. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic. I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, you guys get yourselves on track. This is a perfect time to do it so that things are smooth sailing as much as possible throughout the end of the year. You guys make it a great week, and I will see you next week.